This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
Ooh, wow, that electric torque in the Toyota. No way.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, not the wheel spin. Oh, the Toyota hates that.
Okay, so welcome to the episode I call the fastest family hauler.
We do have a couple pretty impressive SUVs lined up. Tell me about the one you're in.
Well, I'm in the newest one. And by the way, these are truck-based, body-on-frame, 3-row, massive SUVs. And I have the brand new Nissan Armada Nismo.
Which is very sporty. I see your body kit and the red stripes and everything, and that's cool and all. My capstone a little more understated, but this Sequoia is a hybrid, and that means I've got tons of torque.
Indeed. Yeah, I actually did not expect Nissan to make a Nismo Armada, but they did. And they also gave it a little bit more power than ever before. So I'm excited for this drag race.
While we're lined up, let's see who's the quickest.
By the way, I'm in the sport mode and I'm all-wheel drive, all locked in, because I do not have a two-wheel drive mode.
Yeah, I'm also sport mode, and I'm gonna try and launch it on the gentler side because the Toyota does not like it when you have a lot of wheel spin. Oh, Andre.
I was not in drive.
I hear it's quicker in drive though.
I am sorry. I have this piano key transmission selector.
Well, marks against you. If you ask me, you've already lost.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
I can't act like it hasn't happened to me though.
I am ready now.
Wow, we got electric torque in the Toyota. No way.
Ooh, whoa, that torque off the line pushed me ahead of Andre. Man, this Sequoia, it's quick and it's staying ahead.
Come on.
For a family hauler, my God, this is fast. That's not bad. 14:47 in the quarter mile. That's pretty good.
Do you want to hear what I did?
Let's hear it.
So my quarter mile was just under 15 seconds, 14.99.
The Sequoia managed a pretty impressive 14:47, so about half a second quicker. That's not bad for a big family hauling SUV.
I'm so disappointed. I think the start was pretty good.
Yeah, and likewise in the Sequoia, I've managed to not have any wheel spin, so kept traction and kind of shot off like a rocket. So I'm very impressed by this. For an SUV that's not dressed up to look very sporty, this one is not slow.
And no matter if you're buying a brand new SUV or car or slightly used one, you should check out GrandurWarranty.com because it's a factory-backed extended warranty for your peace of mind. So when the factory warranties run out on these vehicles, which they will, you can have an extended period in which you're covered, and you could save some money, about $1,000 compared to other extended warranties, and your vehicle will be fixed with factory OEM parts and factory trained technicians. Check out the link below. All right, so before we bring the next SUV, how about we do a roll race? And by the way, I clocked a 6.95 0 to 60.
6.17 in the Sequoia, but let's do that roll race so we can take the start out of the equation, see if there's any difference in the result.
Also, Case, what doesn't quite make sense is that Sequoia may be quicker than the Tundra with the same powertrain, which is shocking.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if it's got just a little bit better traction off the launch because there's maybe some more of that weight over the rear axle. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I think it's more effective at putting that power down.
credit to it, it definitely hooked up pretty nicely.
Case, check this out.
Look at that, that's a fancy cover, Andre.
I know, it's got some red. And look, it says VR35DDTT. That's a long name.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the catchiest name.
No.
But this is actually a pretty impressive engine. Although, don't you need to be running it on high octane?
And I am running it on high octane.
Very nice.
You know what happens when you don't use high octane?
Something bad?
There's something called premature ignition.
That's
You've
not
heard
good.
of this, right?
I've heard.
Yes. So when you use high octane fuel in a high compression engine like this, you can have an additional computer tune to make more power. 460 horsepower in this puppy.
That's pretty good. What about the torque?
516.
It's not bad.
It's okay.
You should hear about the Toyota. Feast your eyes, Andre. Oh, this hood doesn't open up very far.
Because it's a Toyota, right?
Yeah, I guess you don't have to work on it. But what we've got is a 3.4 liter V6,
Nice.
just like the Tundra. This is an iForce Max, so it's a hybrid system, and that means 437 horsepower, not bad, but 583 pound-feet of torque.
So more torque, but less horsepower than the Nissan.
Yeah, but a lot more torque.
All right, so that 0 to a quarter mile race was like merging onto the highway, but now the 30 mile per hour rolling race, it's like a passing maneuver.
Exactly. I like how we're trying to apply logic to an inherently illogical thing, which is drag racing massive SUV.
But tell me this, is it logical to have red seat belts in your family hauler?
I want to say yeah, because I like it. All right, Andre, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on!
I creeped ahead of him just a little bit before we started going. Little delay after going foot to the floor.
No! Still a little bit behind. You know, it took a little while for this 9-speed to kind of get in the right gear. And I kind of stayed with you, but I wasn't gaining.
Yeah, the Sequoia was maybe a little quicker to get going because of the electric portion of this hybrid powertrain. And I had creeped ahead of you a little bit as we started, but still the Sequoia steps away from the Armada. That being said, they're not that far off, especially in the roll race. The Armada was kind of hanging right in my rear view.
Alrighty, well, let me bring something else in here to make sure that we have some proper racing. Yes. Durango Hellcat Jailbreak Edition. Now we're talking. Now this is for the fun family. Hello there. So now I brought something for a family that likes to have a little bit more fun.
You've brought the sledgehammer of SUVs. It's a Durango Hellcat Jailbreak.
Let me just put it into track mode, really get it going.
Well, I'll have you know I'm in Sport S Plus.
Alrighty, so granted, this is not a body on frame SUV. It still could be a 3-row, and also it tows just as much as any of the others, and it's super cool.
What kind of fuel economy are you getting over there, Andre?
We don't talk about fuel economy in this SUV, but all 3 of these are about $80,000 a piece, so they're comparable.
Yeah, it just feels a little unfair, but let's see how they do. Oh no, not the wheel spin. Oh, the Toyota hates that. Oh man, yeah, I'm getting manhandled by the Durango. That is very sad. It was still a 14.55. It's not a wheelbarrow.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm sure I'll recover. I did a 14.55. I had a little wheel spin, so it was almost a tenth slower than my last run. What'd you run?
Well, the Durango kind of woke up a little bit, and it did a 12.60 quarter mile, and a 4.39, which I think is close to the quickest time we've had in this SUV.
SUVs just shouldn't be that fast. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so ultimately, and obviously, unsurprisingly, I never had a chance against the Durango Hellcat. But man, 1260, that's an impressive machine.
That a mile above sea level, and that's pretty crazy. And people might be asking, okay, where's like an Escalade V, right? Where are some of the electric SUVs? Where are they?
Not here. We don't own any of them. So we're racing the SUVs we got.
Exactly, but also electric SUVs are kind of a different category, right? And a lot of them are way more expensive than what we're talking about here, even though this is still expensive.
That's true. We have raced an Escalade V in the past. It was before I think we're using our current quarter mile timers, so the time would be represented a little differently. But we've done it in the past, and that's another impressive machine.
Wow, that was a lot of heavy SUV racing.
I gotta say, the fact that SUVs these days are as fast as any of these, not even the Durango included, these two have got a lot of push for just a pretty standard SUV, and then that Durango is unbelievable.
Where will it go from there?
Yeah, right? Are they gonna get any quicker than this?
I cannot imagine.
So, some pretty cool racing. Props to the Nismo. It's got some power, but you can't beat the Durango.
Yeah, but the styling on the Nissan is not for everybody.
It's not for everyone, that's true. It looks like it's wearing a tracksuit, Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time at oldtfl.com, and check it out.